The next morning, HOA Karen decided to target my Porsche. She had been eyeing it for months, imagining herself driving it across the ranch like she owned the place. By mid-morning, she attempted to walk onto my property, confident and smug, certain that her HOA authority would intimidate me into compliance. I was in the garage, checking the security system, when I noticed her approach on the cameras. She didn't see the subtle alerts flashing on the monitor, GPS tracking, motion sensors, and a silent alarm I had installed specifically for this kind of intrusion. The moment she stepped closer to the Porsche, the system activated quietly, sending an alert directly to the FBI, who had been monitoring my property as part of an ongoing protective arrangement for my assets. Karen's confidence faltered as a series of discreet sirens and notifications went off. She bent down to open the car door, muttering, "It's just sitting there? No one's watching." But the flashing lights and the hum of electronic locks told a different story. She froze mid-step as the first black SUVs appeared at the end of the driveway, federal agents, moving quickly and efficiently. By mid-morning, Karen realized she had walked straight into a trap. Her mouth opened, then closed. I can explain," she stammered, but there was no time. The agents approached calmly, gently but firmly guiding her away from the car. Her expressions of defiance dissolved into panic and confusion. She tried calling the HOA board, trying to insist she had permission, but the agents didn't hesitate. Authority on my property was clear. I owned it, it was monitored, and any claim from the HOA was irrelevant. Meanwhile, I stepped out of the shadows, observing the chaos unfold with a sense of calm satisfaction. "Funny," I said to Karen. "You thought this was your property. Turns out it's mine, and your little schemes have been carefully anticipated." She flinched, realizing she had underestimated not only the legality of ownership but also the advanced security and legal safeguards I had put in place. By noon, the situation had become a spectacle. Neighbors peeked from over fences, some recording the drama, all witnessing HOA Karen being escorted off my property by federal agents while her board members stood frozen, unsure how to intervene. Cameras captured every movement, Karen's panic gestures, her futile attempts to negotiate, and the ultimate success of my preemptive measures. Karen tried to argue, insisting she had authority through the HOA, but the agents politely explained federal jurisdiction and the concept of legal ownership. Her protests were dismissed, and the reality sank in. Any attempt to claim the Porsche or my property was a federal matter. The humiliation was palpable. The entire ordeal had transformed her arrogance into complete defeat. By mid-afternoon, the Porsche remained untouched, pristine, and fully secure, while Karen was quietly escorted away. The board members, witnessing the fiasco, were left questioning their own judgment and the limits of HOA authority. My security system continued monitoring, my cameras recording every detail for legal purposes, ensuring no further attempts could be made without consequence. As evening settled over the ranch, the sun casting long shadows across the driveway, I leaned against the Porsche, sipping a cold drink. The lesson was clear. Preparation, foresight, and legal knowledge had neutralized another absurd attempt by HOA Karen. The ranch, my vehicles, and my property rights were untouchable. And Karen? She would remember this day for the rest of her life. A cautionary tale whispered among the neighborhood about what happens when entitlement meets reality and federal enforcement.